Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Northeast Atlantic Semi-Pro Football here at the Salvy Blandino Field, the home of the midget football team for Bridgeton, the Midget League, of course. I'm Fred Melendez, and we're going to bring in our Hall of Fame. She's not a Hall of Fame quarterback, but she's a Hall of Fame in many other ways, if you will, Ariel Melendez. And Ari, we have at least a perfect day weather-wise.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like it was going to be that way at first. We had a lot of rain. It almost looked like it was going to be similar to what we saw last week, but sun is shining, the field looks great. I think we're for a good one.
And I believe that compared to last week when the Cobras won 48-13 in their first game, they're going to be challenged then, because we talked to the head coach or the offensive coordinator for the Kings, and he informed us that they are 2-0 without giving up a point, and they have 94 points on the board. So this is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a good matchup for the Cobras. We saw last week. I mean, things obviously, I think they put in some of their younger players in the second half. I'm just kind of give them some reps. But from that first half that we saw, I think these two offenses are going to match up really well. Cobras scored 40 points in the first half, and their offense was pretty much running from the get-go. So I think offensively we're going to see two really good offenses. Defense is going to be interesting because these two teams haven't given up a whole lot.
No, not at all.
So it's going to be important for them to continue to try and knock down some offenses that, as I said, have really done a lot to start the season.
And we're going to see a lot about what the Cobras are really made of, because we have a very good opponent on the other side. The Philly Kings, as we mentioned, they have outscored their opponents in their two victories. They are 2-0, 94-0. So a big challenge for the Cumberland Cobras today. We're going to get our coaches' interviews in place, and then we have some football coming up. Grab all your snacks. Stay with us here on Quinn Broadcasting, whether it's on Channel 22, Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live. Stick around and enjoy a brilliant day of football.
A century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Semi-pro football here from Salvy Blandino Field in Bridgeton, the home of the Bridgeton Midget Football League, and it's semi-pro football today. It is the Philly Kings versus the Cobras of Cumberland, the Cumberland Cobras. 1-0, the Cumberland Cobras, and Coach Easy here is the offensive coordinator for the Kings. Coach, you say you played 2 games. How did those first 2 games go?
First couple games went pretty good. We were able to execute our plan in those games and get guys some playing time and just keep everybody healthy for the most part. I think that's the plan for most teams early in the season. Just how do you execute what you planned on this season, and just keeping everybody healthy and trying to keep everybody healthy as much as possible.
Can you tell us a little bit about the outcome of those 2 games?
The first game we were successful 52-0, and last week we won 42-0.
All right, so let me do some quick math. That's 94-0 in 2 games.
That's correct.
No wonder you're the offensive coordinator. So tell me a few of the players that are going to be key in helping you win a 3rd game today.
I think first and foremost, our defense as a whole does a really good job for us, giving us short fields and getting us the ball back pretty quickly. So I would be remiss if I didn't say them. Second, our offensive line is really, really good, opening up holes and protecting the quarterback. And, I mean, I feel I could take any one of our skill guys on any given day and have a successful day. So that's the soundbite for that one.
So in terms of actual players, I know it's a team game, I know, but obviously you have some key players. Can you mention some of those guys?
Blessing Harris is our receiver. Christian St. George is another receiver. We got Casas, he's a running back. We got a bunch of different guys over there.
And who's the quarterback?
The quarterback is Keon Davis.
Now, of course, last week we were in a bit of a monsoon, and you played in some bad weather. Today early it was raining like crazy and the wind was blowing, but now you look around here and we have some pretty good skies for a great football game. Much better traction, I guess?
Hopefully so. This is actually our first game on grass, so hopefully the guys make a good adjustment to that. But, I mean, with the weather being good, I think it should be a good game.
And what do you expect from Cumberland today?
I expect a tough physical football game. Even though this might be a new team, I know a lot of the guys on that side, veteran guys, tough guys, so it should be a really good physical contest.
You know, I noticed a lot of the players from both teams getting together, shaking hands, so everybody pretty much knows some of these guys.
Yeah, for the most part, a lot of these guys have been in the semi-pro community for a while, so a lot of the guys, you know, have played with each other before and against each other before. So it's not going to be a whole lot anybody does that anybody doesn't really know already.
All right, Coach Easy, the offensive coordinator for the Philly Kings. They're taking on the Cobras of Cumberland. We'll have the head coach of the Cumberland Cobras coming up in just a minute. Thank you, Coach.
I appreciate it, guys. Good game.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday!
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
And head coach George Buzzy Moore. I'm going to ask you about that nickname in a minute. But Coach Moore is here with us. Winners of the first game, as you recall, last week, a 48-13 victory. Solid effort by the team. But today, Coach, I think you face a much stiffer competition.
Yes. Well, they're a tough team. I guess they have a couple of years on us. They've been around for a little bit. But, yes, we know what we have to come out and do. We got to ball out. So they're bringing it. They're going to bring it. So we got to play football.
The offensive coordinator there, Coach Easy, told me that they have outscored their first two opponents basically 94-0. So that is quite a challenge for your team, especially on defense.
Well, like I said, every week, man, we got to come out and we got to dominate. And that's my word for the year, dominate. You know, we got to come out, we got to dominate every play. Don't take no plays off and just, you know, do what we do. You know, we have very intense practices, so prepare for games like this. So, you know, we should be okay.
So it's not just the execution, but the mentality that you instill in practice is what you were talking about, something to come every play and make something happen.
Yes, every play. We don't take no plays off. You know, every play we get better, and you know we hit. You know what I mean? Until they decide they want to stop running. You know, so that's what we're doing. We practice hard, so now we're gonna play hard.
Well, I'll tell you what, if your defense plays like it did last week, there were a lot of solid hits that you guys made on defense. The offense cranked it up, especially in the first half. Is it important to get off to a quick start against a team that's as good as this one is?
Yes, you got to get off with a quick start. No mistakes, no penalties. So the team with the less mistakes today probably is going to be the team that win. We don't want to make no mistakes. We want to play. And we want to play to the finish. That's 4 quarters of no mistakes. Even though mistakes happen in football, but we trying to limit the mistakes.
The outlook for today's game, as far as you see?
Domination, man. Domination.
Why did I know you were going to say that?
Domination. You know, and I tell my players the same thing. Domination. We got to go hard every play. Don't take no plays off. And we should come out with a victory.
Now, of course, we have a much better day. Do you expect the grounds to be much better than they were last week?
Yes. That's what we're happy about, too. You know what I mean? Ain't going to be too much slipping. You know, it is a little wet, but we'll be all right.
Is it okay to ask about the Buzzy nickname? Or is it something that we shouldn't talk about?
Well, I don't mind. My aunt, the quarterback Chestnut, his mother named me Buzzy, you know.
Okay.
From what I heard, it was a cartoon character years ago. Okay. You know, he had a real big head and big eyes, you know, so, well, look, you know.
I knew there was a funny story in there somewhere. Thank you, George. Congratulations on your first win. Good luck today, and we'll see how it plays out. I think we're going to have quite a battle tonight, so stick around here on Quinn Broadcasting. It's the Philly Kings versus the Cumberland Cobras coming at you right here on Quinn Broadcasting.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Good afternoon and welcome again to Salvy Blandino Field, the home of the Cumberland Cobras, as we are set for action here in the Northeast Atlantic Semi-Football League. I still haven't gotten that one yet. Today's a big challenge, though. The Cobras, 1-0 team, but they are facing the Philly Kings today. The Philly Kings, as we saw in the pregame show, have been rather dominant in their first two victories, outscoring their opposition 94 to a donut, basically. 94-0. They have not allowed a point in their first two games. So the competition definitely steps right up for the Cobras, and it's going to be interesting to see how they handle that.
Yeah, we definitely are in for quite an interesting game, at least on the offensive side, because both these teams have put up a lot of points. I mean, the Cobras obviously have only had one game this year, and they put up, 48?
48,
in that game, and, I mean, the Kings did that just almost one game alone in their opening two games of the season. So I think what we're going to look out for really is going to be defense, because both these teams have scored a lot of points. Now it's going to be about continuing to not give up a lot of points, and for two high-power offenses, I think that's going to be a pretty tough job for both defenses.
It's going to be interesting to see also because the Cobras had the benefit of some very good field position last week. So I'm sure that the Kings are going to make sure that that doesn't happen again. The kickoff will be handled by their quarterback, Keon Davis, number 12. And we're just about set to get this game rolling. Welcome to Quinn Broadcasting on Channel 22, Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, and Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live. That is a deep kick. It bounces and lands right at the 2. Boy, you couldn't have divoted it any better than that. Across the 10, and the ball is at about the 26-yard line or so. Again, got to keep in mind that these yard lines are 10-yard markers, so got to keep an eye on that and see where they put the ball. Looks like it's going to be beyond the 25. And it's close to the 28 or so. Let's see where he puts it down. He hasn't put it down yet. Why doesn't he put the ball down?
Yeah, I know. As you mentioned, that was about as perfectly placed of a kick as you could get. It looked like the return man there for the Cobras was going to try and let that bounce into the end zone, but I couldn't have done any better.
Yeah, just about a perfect kick because he had to field it and bring it upfield as quickly as he could. And he does get it out to about the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at that spot. We won't be able to give you any running time on the clock. The scoreboard clock is not functioning at the moment, has not been set up, so we won't be able to tell you how much time is left.
Well, we've got our own clock, and we're going to try our best here with the terms of stoppages and whatnot, in terms of when the clock is running and when it's not. As long as it's the same as, regular football. Still haven't quite figured that out in terms of the clock. It's going to be running pretty much unless it goes out of bounds is what I'm going to go with. So we're going to see what happens.
We don't have any chains either.
Yeah,
so,
we've got chains. I wonder if they're trying to figure out.
They have the chains on the
I wonder if
ground.
we're trying to figure out the clock as well. I have a feeling, we're waiting on the chain markers, and I don't know if we're waiting on the clock or waiting on something.
Yeah, I think they're still looking to do something about the clock. Again, it is shut off at the moment.
Yeah, because everyone's kind of looking up. Like they're trying to figure out what's going on. Nice early delay here.
Yes. We have somebody moving towards the yard marker, so I think we're going to get that in a minute. They're waiting on that as well. Ball is at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cumberland Cobras. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, game 2 of the season for the Cumberland Cobras. Okay, the officials are now they're calling timeout. Why are they calling timeout? Delay game?
Well, they threw a flag down, so It looks like with all the delay, we are going to get a delay game here from the home team.
Well, how is that? Is it because they're not set to play? I don't get that.
I'm not really sure, but we got a little bit of time here, so.
Yeah, the flag went down, then I saw what looked like a delay penalty called. Fascinating start to this one, like they don't have a tough enough opponent.
And then...
If you're watching on YouTube Live, on Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, you have the option to make a few comments along the way. Tell us where you're watching from. We always are appreciative of those who are across the country tuning in. And, of course, your name will be on the text, so we'll mention you as best as we can throughout the broadcast.
Don't look like we moved back at all, so maybe they decided.
They decided not to be illogical.
To be honest with, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even see the ref throw the flag. It looked to me like the player threw the flag. But
is that real?
But I don't know if that actually happened, so don't quote me on that. But it doesn't look like we're going to get a delay game. We're actually going to get the game.
There we go. 1st and 10. They're going to try a carry up the middle and maybe a yard at best. And again, not much opening there. So about a yard picked up. Tyson still on the carry. Well, they give him a charitable mark there. They mark him at the 29, so it's a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, we saw the Cobras use the run game quite a bit in their first game of the season. It looks like, at least to start, they're going to stick with that.
So it's 2nd down and 8 at the 29-yard line. Again, they try a power sweep to the left side, something opening up there. Across the 30, 40, and 1st down beyond the 40-yard line. A nice power run, and that again is still on the carry. A good power sweep to the left.
Yeah, still had a lot of open space there, and I think they actually broke at least a tackle or two. He tried to break that last one, as you can kind of see here, almost got horse-collared a little bit at the end there, but good job by still power through on that left side.
Tell you what, if he had another step or two, he was gone. But as it is, he picks up 13 yards and a 1st down. Ball is spotted at the Cobra 42-yard line. And again, against a team like this that does not give up anything scoring-wise, you want to get a good start. So those first 2 plays looking pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like they're in the I formation again, so, oh no, he's going to drop back and throw.
Chestnut has a man behind the pack. He's got him, and he's going to score the touchdown. The catch is made by Ryan Shelton just to go up the middle, and it works perfectly. 58-yard touchdown.
Could not have been laid any better.
That's the kind of start that they definitely need against this team. 3 plays. All the way out to the 72-yard drive, and 3 plays it took, but this is the catch of the day right there so far. He outran him, and he was gone. That's Ryan Shelton with the touchdown, catch, and run.
And that was a really nice job by Shelton to be able to separate himself from the defense as well, but a perfectly placed ball as well. And that's the kind of start the Cobras want.
So the extra point conversion coming up. And again, another good start. They did something similar to this last week where they got on the scoreboard quickly. Extra point kick coming up. Kick is up.
Well, we got a whistle.
Okay.
False start.
Procedure, yep. So we'll set it up 5 yards back. That'll make Eric Hamblin's job a little more difficult.
No, we're moving closer. It didn't look like we moved at all, really.
But, yeah, they gave the procedure sign, and usually that's not against the defense. But here we go. We're going to try the extra point. Good handle of the snap, and it's going to go wide to the right.
I'm not sure if that was blocked or if he just kind of flubbed that one.
Yeah, it was not a good snap to this holder, and he had trouble getting it down. But We're about 2 minutes into the game right now. As you see, 12:58 left. It is 6-0 Cobras. We'll be back in a moment.
For great soul food, you found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 ingredients in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey. Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Electric start. You saw the lightning flash right there on the symbol. The Cobras struck like lightning on a 58-yard touchdown pass. Stephen Chestnut finding Ryan Shelton behind the entire defense. So that's the kind of play that hopefully they find a few more times. George Gibbs called up a good play that time.
Yeah, and it's going to be an important drive here. Is obviously you were able to get the quick score, but now you want to get a quick stop so you can get that electric offense back on the field. And a team that scored a lot of points in the opening 2 games of the season, it's going to be, I think, a really key drive to watch.
Hamblin approaches the football, kicks it away, and the ball is coming down. Caught and returned past the 10, 15. Good cut, trying to get outside. Again, good coverage. You know what, that was a good job of not going too high on the tackle there.
And it actually took a couple guys to get him down there.
Again, the special teams coverage last week was very solid for the Cobras, and pretty much the same story here. See where the down markers or the 10-yard sticks will be placed, so we can give you a spot of where this drive will start. We're still moving.
Gotta say, we look like we're around the 25. 25, 26 maybe.
Looking at the where the first down marker is, it looks like it's a little shot. We'll call it the 34 based on what I see from the other side. So Keon Davis at quarterback. Handoff, running to the right side, and a good surge there across the 30. And finally tackled after about an 8-yard gain. And we'll do our best to give you the numbers and names of the players. I do have the roster this time, but it's not in the numerical order, so I have to siege through all this just to find who it is that carries the ball or catches it.
Oh, wow. That's a good start to know. Here we go.
Demir Johnson is the ball carrier. He got 8 yards. Handoff Johnson again. This time he is met behind the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit by that defensive line.
And that is a lot of what we saw last week. Cobras defensive line did a really good job of getting to the quarterback quite often and pretty quick as it was.
Boy, that was a hammer hit there. Their defense always plays hard. We saw it last week, and this time Zach Douglas on that tackle. Very definitive. And that actually wound up losing a couple yards.
Yeah, so this is a key third down here. If the Cobras are able to stop the Kings 3 and out, that'd go a long way.
Could be third and about 4 at the 30-yard line. Shotgun formation by Keon Davis. Trying to direct some traffic, and now they're going to call a timeout, so a little confusion. And this is the kind of start, again, that you want. If you're the Cobras, a quick touchdown drive, and now a timeout used early by the Philly Kings.
Yeah, and for a Kings offense that seemed like it has it all figured out, for the Cobras to maybe confuse them a little bit, it's another good start for them.
6-0 the score. 11-17 showing on the clock. A beautiful day for football. And I'll tell you what, when I got up this morning, I saw the wind, the rain, and the monsoon rain at times. And that wind was pretty wicked. But we have a sensational day for football right here. The sun is shining. I don't really see too many clouds in the sky, especially right over top the field. So We are in for quite a football game here. 6-0 so far. The Cobras getting the advantage.
And it looks like our field conditions are also a lot better than what we saw. We saw a couple players sliding across the field last time, and maybe that impacted the running game a little bit, but we've seen a couple good runs from both teams. So I don't think the field conditions are anything we have to worry about today.
Key third down. Third and about 4. Straight drop back. Pressure's on, but the quarterback smartly takes the ball. He's going to get a first down. Slides down.
Yeah, that was a good job to avoid the hit because it looked like one was coming.
Keon Davis smartly just got out of the pocket and took it for what he can get. Made sure he got the first down and then did the slide into second base.
Yeah, and based on the kind of tackling that we saw from the Cobras last week, probably a good idea just to take the slide there.
Ball is at the 39-yard line, so a gain of 9 on that one by the quarterback. First and 10. 2 wide receivers to both sides of the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. I think he fumbled the ball and had to recover it. So actually Davis did a good job of getting that one to make sure it didn't roll away from him. That could have been tipped forward. Let's see how he handles this. What looked like a fumble. Right there, yeah, he just scooped it back up. So Keon Davis really didn't get a chance to do anything on that play.
Yeah, and a good job on the recovery by him as well. Not sure if he even lost. Did he lose a yard there? It looks like we're at about the same spot.
Well, it was first down, so he lost 2 or 3.
I couldn't tell how many.
Yep. So a loss of about 3. It'll be second and 13. Back at the 36-yard line. 3 wide receivers split to the right side this time. Handoff. Bouncing to the outside. And we have a flag. And we may have either a kind of a hold or a legal block. It's going to go against the Kings. Pretty sure. Number 99 pretty much grabbing to try to get that lane, and it is a penalty against the Kings. Yep. So that holding penalty will move the ball back further. It's going to be second down and 23. Again, we have no official clock. The clock you see there is what we're keeping, so we'll try to keep the clock as accurate as possible for you. It is second and 23 for the Kings. Back at about the 27-yard line. Again, high snap, quick toss, open, and he dropped the ball. That was a catchable ball. It was maybe thrown just slightly behind, but I think anybody else would tell you that that should have been a catch.
And that's a tough opening drive, too, for the Kings as well. Looked like it was going to start off being a little bit promising, then a couple penalties and almost fumble and a drop ball. And
yeah, Brian Green couldn't pull that one in, so now it's third and long, 3rd and 23.
So I gotta. Actually, thought we were already on third down.
Third down, we had the penalty call, which kept it at 7.
Oh, yeah. That.
So here we go, 3rd and 23, high snap, and again, good job of handling it, throwing it down the field. He's got a man open, and it's just out of his reach. He put his paws up to catch it. Looked like he was going to pull it in, but it falls incomplete.
Would have been an incredible catch if he was able to make it, and that, gotta say, probably would have been enough.
Yeah, he was in, we'll see, he's well beyond the yard marker there, just could not pull it in.
Looked like it might have just been, got his fingertips on it, like just outside of his reach.
Raekwon Pope was the intended receiver, number 3. So, punting situation. A 3 and out. Of course, that penalty and the fumble, and a couple of passes that just weren't caught, leading to that situation. This ball is going to bounce at the 50 and get a kind roll. Picked up at about the 32. Splits the defense across the 50, 40, and in territory of the Kings. A great return. What looked like it was possible disaster because he bobbled it just a bit, but a great return by Carlton Lawrence. Boy, this game is looking a little bit similar to last week where the field position has been pretty good. Anytime you get that kind of that wobble of the ball there, it's tough to pick up, but a great job done by Lawrence. And he really does carry it up the field nicely. Let's see where they spot it. They spot it inside the 35. Call it the 33-yard line.
And Lawrence had a couple defenders right on him as he was bobbling that ball, so he really did turn what looked like it was going to be a bit of danger into a really nice play.
Yeah, he did a good job of sneaking it into that little lane that was there. And as a result, 1st and 10 at the Cobra 33, handoff, and hit right at the line of scrimmage was Tyson Still.
Yeah, defense read that one. They were all over it.
Okay, they mark it back a yard or so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Back at the 36-yard line. We'll call a loss of 2 there. 2nd and 12. 8.5 minutes to go. First quarter, 6-0 Cobras. Back to throw, time to throw. Across the middle, just a little bit too much in front of the intended receiver. Boy, that would have been nice. A good idea right across there. A good slant-in pattern, but unfortunately the ball just a little bit ahead of him. Chestnut put it in a good spot. Unfortunately, was too far away from the receiver, and he could not get there to catch that.
We actually had a flag on the play.
So this would have been called back anyway.
And that's moving the Cobras back quite a bit.
Well, it looks like it's a spot foul.
I didn't catch the call, but is that a
usually
15?
They mark the ball and then they give us the call, but we did not get the call on the play. So it's back at about the 49-yard line. That's a big-time penalty.
I'm wondering, pass interference? So it looks like a 15-yarder. Only thing I can think of.
2nd and long, Chestnut back to throw, sneaks in, little backward pass, that's dangerous, and it's still loose. Who winds up with it is the key.
I think that's Kings, yep.
So the Kings get a huge break there, not a good pitch back. The fumble created and capitalized. So the Kings now turning the field the other way a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like Chestnut there. He saw the pressure coming, and I don't know, at that point, I don't know if you take the sack at that point. You at least still have it down to work with.
Yeah, those scrums are not good things to see that deep in your backfield.
There is a flag on the field. They did call it King's ball, but...
Unsportsmanlike conduct, is that what that is?
Yeah, it is against the Kings. I'd have to think unsportsmanlike, yeah. I believe that's what the call is there. So, they're still going to wind up with a ball, but it's going to move them back quite a bit.
Well, they'll take the fumble, that's for sure. The ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line. So now my question is, do they stretch the chains back to the 49? I guess they do, because that's what they're doing. Now, it was a post-possession foul, so I'm not sure why it's not 1st and 25, but it's 1st and 10 from where they spot it right now. The yard marker's right there at the 49-yard line. First and 10. Davis back to throw, has time, and he spins away from one tackle, has a man wide open at the 10, and he's just going to walk into the end zone.
That's just a bad communication right there. there. A good job by the quarterback there.
Davis did a good job of avoiding any pursuit on his part. And then the big play all the way down the field, so that'll be a 51-yard touchdown play.
And you can see the defense right here. They're both kind of like, what happened? Someone missed some coverage, it looks like.
Raekwon Pope on the reception. And they have a chance to take the lead with the extra point.
Yeah, so the fumble ends up turning real costly for the Cobras. Just took one play. Give us a tie game.
And again, a chance for the extra point and the lead with 7:58 left. Yeah, those are the kind of things that you don't want to have happen. Make mistakes like the fumble, and then here you are.
We're actually going for two?
They went for two, and they do get it. Running in the two-point conversion, so the Kings now grab the lead with 7:53 left in this. Oh, they went for two. I'm sorry. I didn't say the score yet, but 7:53. It's 8-6. The Kings lead the Cobras. The Kings will kick it off in just a moment.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
8-6 the score as we get set for the kickoff by the Kings. And the things that George Moore talked about, he said that he did not want to see any turnovers, and right away you see one right there, and it gave up the 7 points, the 8 points right there after the reception. Not a good sign there at all, and that's the kind of thing you do not want to do against a team that can score in bunches.
Yeah, and it looked like things were going to trend well for the Cobras as we take a look at the scoring drive there. It only took one play, about 15 seconds, 51 yards. Couldn't have drawn that up any better for the Kings after the turnover.
And, of course, that also included that unsportsmanlike penalty, so the ball was actually at the 36 to start, but the 15-yard penalty, no problem for the Kings to get on the scoreboard.
And it looked like it was going to be a really strong start for the Cobras. Got a touchdown on their first drive and forced the Kings to punt after theirs, but I don't know if it's some miscommunication there by Chestnut. Not sure what he was thinking on the handoff there, as I don't think his running back was even sure that he was going to get the ball right there. And an unfortunate mistake there. It turns into 8 total points after the 2-point conversion.
You hate to call it a panic play, but Chestnut was ill-advised to do what he did on that play, to be honest. Just take, like you said, take the sack and live for another play.
Yeah, because I believe that would have been third down had he just taken the sack, but that's kind of those moment plays where you're just doing the first thing that comes to your head, and I'm going to assume that was to pitch the ball off. And had it been a clean handoff, probably still would have ended up in a big loss, but at least, again, would have still held the ball. But got to think Gibbs there isn't very happy right now.
Well, the Cobras get a bit of a break on the kickoff as the ball went out of bounds, so that will place the ball at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They call it a legal procedure, but basically kicking the ball out of bounds gives you a chance to get in good field position. All right, so Chestnut brings his troops to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion to the far side is Ryan Shelton. Time to throw. Again, good catch across the field, across the 40, down to the 30, and finally wrestled down. The catch made by Cam Bell.
And a flag on the play. I believe the way he was taken down looked like a horse collar, which Kings got away with earlier on the Cobras' first possession, so at least we're going to get the call here.
Just a good toss across the middle. Another good slant pattern. And the penalty is against the Kings.
Looks like they called a face mask, and that's, you can see the Cobra player here saying, you got the mask.
Yeah.
That is the call, so. And we do have a scoreboard starting to come up now.
Well, they have the score up, but I guess we're going to wait till after the first quarter before we have the official clock started up. So the ball is spotted at just inside the 10, it looks like. Chestnut throwing. And did he catch it inbounds is the question. Yes, he did. Touchdown catch by Tamar Jackson. Tamar Jackson makes the catch inbounds. That's what the referees say, so it's going to count. There's the throw. Nice going up to get the ball, by the way. Jackson doing a good job.
All the way to the ground, has possession of the ball. And that was an immediate call on the touchdown. So, again, Chestnut placed the ball in the perfect spots for his receivers.
2 fine passing plays there. Chestnut looking sharp on those.
And
actually helped out by a great catch by Tamar Jackson. Now, rolling, throws him back across the field, and he's got it. The 2-point play is good.
we did have a flag on the play, but obviously the Cobras are going to decline that, assuming it was against the Kings, and it appears that it was. It was almost a free play at that point for the Cobras, but
Jackson again with the catch. He likes what he sees there. Yeah, play to the camera. So Jackson makes the great play, and now we have a flag. It's unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's going to go against the Kings.
And that's something we've already seen twice now.
Yes.
In this one, with the Kings unable to hold their tempers a little bit, I guess we'll say. Obviously, we don't know what's being said down there, but something the Kings are going to have to watch out for. It's already 2 today.
Yeah, you gotta keep your composure. You don't want penalties like that. They're just non-thinking penalties, and coaches hate to see that kind of penalty. Here's the touchdown pass once again. Jackson going nicely to get the ball, bring it in.
And he timed that jump perfectly as well. Ball got there right as his hands went up.
Yep.
And
Tyson's still celebrating all the way to the receiver. So it's 14-8. That drive took 23 seconds, 2 plays, 2 great passes. And, of course, the penalty helped a little bit as well. So the Kings committing some penalties. And, of course, there's your play. A 23-second drive, 2 plays, 60 yards. The 10-yard touchdown pass. Stephen Chestnut to Tamar Jackson. So the ball is kicked from the 50. It's going to be brought back. He tries the right side.
we got a flag on the play.
Got a flag, and still on his feet near midfield. Finally knocked out of bounds. But again, a flag well behind the play.
I think that one's coming back.
Brian Green was the return man, and he brought it back a long way. But he may have gotten a key block that was not a good block in terms of drawing the yellow flag.
In terms of legality,
Let's see what happens here. Oh,
yeah, that's a high.
Wow. I don't know.
That's a good hit, though.
It's a great hit, and I guess they're going to call it just the fact of blindsided roughness kind of penalty.
Blindsided or a little bit high even. It might have been. Looked like he did get him up towards the helmet.
So when we weed all this out, we'll see where we are. Great return, though. Brian Green did a good job of just scooting up the right side and getting it beyond midfield. But that's all going to come back.
And they're moving them back. We'll see the spot of the foul, obviously. Did happen pretty deep in their own zone.
The one referee seemed to indicate a personal foul type of penalty. See what the referee calls us.
Yeah, looks like the flag's around the 15. That's going to move the Kings almost into their own end zone.
Looks like it's going to be at about their own 8-yard line where they start this drive.
So a good chance here for the Cobras to keep the Kings pinned in their own zone. So they're going to need quite a long drive if they want to make anything happen.
14-8 the score. 7:18 showing on our clock. I keep saying it's got to be our clock because, again, the field clock not operating at the moment. Handoff, nothing doing. Stacking up the middle of the line of scrimmage. So the Cobras front line there getting the job done on that play. Actually lost a couple yards based on where the down marker is.
Yeah, I'd say about a loss of 2 or 3 on the play.
Kevin Weaver was the running back on that play. 2nd and 12. Shotgun formation by Keon Davis. He looks to throw quickly, bobbling and then dropping. Good slant pattern run there, but it just did not hook up again. He bobbled it and then he finally dropped it. See if we can, again, these rosters are a little bit jumbled up. They have the players by alphabetical first names, not by numbers. So we'll try to weave our way through all that. And I don't see a number 23 here. Yeah, he had a chance to catch it, bobbled it, just could not reel it in. And that's, I think, 2 or 3 misses now that the Kings have suffered. 23 is right there.
That's George Lewis.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like,
wasn't able to reel it in.
So it's second. Check that, 3rd and about 12. And now we have a bad snap and... Oh, did the Cobras call a timeout? That's what I think the referee just indicated.
I think coaches called a timeout. They're walking on the field.
That was a weird play.
Kings coaches.
I don't know if it was a bad snap along the ground, but they do get into a huddle as if the Cobras did indeed call a timeout. So that was the indication by the referee. So that snap won't matter at this point. Yeah, see, that ball was bouncing around there. You can see it right there. Our camera folks picking that up again, as they do just about everything else. We are very, very happy with all the people that work our cameras. They get some great shots. We saw the fumble right there. So the Cobras calling a timeout. Nullifies that 3rd down bobble. So Ron Banks did a good job of just recovering the ball for the Kings. So they'll get another chance to run their 3rd down play. 3rd and 12. Back at the 6-yard line. Davis has a man in motion, waits the snap, right to him this time, has time to survey the field, and again, they're just not completing these passes. They've had men open, but they're just not connecting right now.
And Lewis tried to go for the one-handed catch there as well. Would have been an impressive catch, and he had some space to run if he had been able to corral it in.
So it's 4th down and 12, and more than likely a punting situation for the Kings. Again, let's see if this ball was thrown a little behind Lewis. Yep, just a little bit. Not an easy catch based on where the ball was thrown. And Lewis, all he could do was throw his arms to the side.
That's That's another good defensive drive. Well, I don't even want to say good defensive drive, as the Kings have kind of wasted at least this drive offensively. They've had a couple chances to make something happen, but again, go 3 and out.
You have to figure, though, eventually they're going to figure out the passing game because they're really close to breaking some big plays with those passes. They're just not connecting.
Yeah, they've got a lot of guys wide open, so the Cobras are also going to have to figure something out defensively on why these guys are able to find such wide open plays.
Whistle.
I think we weren't quite ready for
timeout.
Yeah, I don't think we were quite ready for the...
Yeah. Now he's punting from his own end zone, so I'm not sure if the Kings coaching staff wanted to make sure they were set to handle this properly. Usually you do not see a timeout on a punt effort. 6-12 showing. 14-8 the score. The Cobras in front.
Oh, she could run camera, sure.
We have about 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Cobras doing a good job of staying with the Kings. Now the Kings have self-imploded just a little bit, as you know, with the penalties in particular, and the incomplete passes.
Yeah, based on kind of what we heard from the Kings head coach earlier, this is very uncharacteristic of them to start this game. Maybe goes testament to what the Cobras have done and being able to stifle them early on. Obviously, it's only a 14-8 game. We're only kind of midway through the first quarter, but the Kings have to, aside from that fumble, on what they've been able to do so far.
High snap, good job of handling it. Ball is kicked away by Green. It's going to bounce, and I would just get away from it, but now he picks it up. I'll tell you what, some of these plays that we're watching here would drive many coaches nuts, wouldn't they?
Yeah, an opportunity like you got a couple defenders on you. Just put it down, don't touch it, leave it there. But ends up getting a couple extra yards on that one and almost broke a couple tackles as well.
The result of the play, Carlton Lawrence did get upfield just a little bit, but boy, if he misplays it even the slightest, it could be a loose ball and plenty of trouble. But as it is, again, the Cobras, this has been the theme all season. Great field positions to start their offensive drives.
And we'll see how long this offensive drive lasts. I don't know that they've really had many long-lasting drives so far in the game. I think their first drive of the game took a little bit, but...
We're going to take a break in the action. We'll be back in just a moment, so stay around. And the score again, 14-8. Cobras lead the Kings.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
All right, well, apparently we came to the end of the second quarter. First quarter, and we are in the second quarter, but they still haven't put 15 minutes on the clock. The score is correct on the clock, but there's no time on the clock. So they're keeping time on the field. That's what the referee just checked his clock there. He has a wrist timepiece, so that's where the time is being kept. So we're just going to be hopefully guessing somewhere in the vicinity. Has a man open, but he overthrew him. Chestnut tried to make the reception to the outside, threw the ball a little bit too far to the outside, and that'll fall incomplete. It'll be second down, 10 yards to go at the 32-yard line of the Kings. A 14-8 game so far. Eric Fleeks watching us. He says, let's go Cobras. Kenneth Hurst watching from Georgia, Moultrie, Georgia. And Quan Boleg also watching. Glad to have all you with us. Second down and 10. At the 32-yard line of the Kings. Good snap, handoff, tries to power sweep to the left side. Oh, nice duck inside. He made 2 great cuts, did number 5 there, Tyson Still.
He was still on his feet there, too. Had a couple guys on him. A really nice stiff arm there because he turned what would have been probably a loss into a pretty nice gain.
He made 2 good jukes to get the yardage that he got, and let's see where they spot it. Looks like the 28. So a gain of 4, but watch how he almost got tackled there. Split those 2 defenders and got hit at the end of the play, but that's a good job of getting 4 yards that he did get.
Phenomenal.
3rd down. They gave him 5 yards, so it's 3rd and 5. And now we're going to get a penalty. I'm not sure if this is a false start or offside. Encroachment penalty against the Kings. They are just self-destructing here in the first half. So that'll be 5 free yards and should be near the first down, but no, I guess not.
I think it's got to be at least 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Again, a good chance to convert here. The Cobras up by 6. Would love to add another touchdown to the score. Single wide receivers up the middle still. He got some forward progress. I would think he's got the first down.
No, refs holding up the signal like that's 4th down.
Well, we're going to see if he got any forward progress. I don't know that this is a good spot.
No, they do say 4th down. Have to wonder if the Cobras are going to go for it here. If anything, it's got to be 4th and inches.
Well, they are going to go for it this deep in Kings territory.
I have to wonder if you'll see a little quarterback sneak here.
Well, he's in a shotgun, so that would be
not.
A little difficult to get on a quarterback play.
He's going to throw.
Chestnut's going to throw. He's got a man open, and it's complete for the first down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, man, that's number 11 again.
Jackson, who's got the 1 touchdown catch.
Jackson.
Ball is spotted at about the 12-yard line, 1st and 10.
Or 1st and goal. No, 1st and 10.
Chestnut looking to his left. Catch is made. Looking to duck inside. Is he over the goal line? Yes, he is. Cam Bell, who historically has the first ever touchdown catch for this franchise. He caught the first touchdown pass last week. So Cam Bell just patiently waiting to see that 1 slot opening. Chestnut with the time. Put it right on the money here and just juking and jiving and leaning back. They were trying to drag him back, but...
And he did a nice job there as well. You see him leaning on the 1 defender. It's almost like, just pull me over the line. And I think we're going for 2 again for the Cobras.
Yep, they're lined up for the 2-point conversion. Chestnut, that is caught. Yes. They gave it to him. Shelton gets the hands of the referee to go up, so it's a 2-point conversion.
And I might have to see it again. It almost looked like this was slightly deflected at the line of scrimmage as well.
It did look like it tipped, yeah.
Able to just keep the feet in here. We'll try and see if we can get it right here. Yeah, that definitely.
Maybe not.
Still a pretty good spiral, even if it was.
Oh, you know what? And I'll tell you what, it might be a good thing that they don't have a review. Oh, he stretched. The referee is saying
looked like he
stretched the
feet,
ball
yeah.
over. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did not get his feet in the end zone, but
all that matters is that ball comes to the pylon.
So the 2-point conversion is good. And the Cobras lead 22-8. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, they are facing the challenge of the Kings, and they are rising royally, if you will, are the Cobras, leading 22-6 early stages of the second quarter. A team that came in with 2 shutouts. The Philly Kings, very competitive program in the Philadelphia area. And right now, the Cobras are getting it done. 22-6, you see right there, time of possession, 2.5 minutes. 6 plays, 40 yards. And the 12-yard touchdown pass from Stephen Chestnut to Cam Bell. Again, the time is actually being kept on the field, so what you see on there is our approximation, doing our best to get somewhere near the actual time.
Yeah, because apparently we're not even close in the first quarter.
Now that kick goes out of bounds, so that means that the ball will be placed at the 40-yard line, and the Kings will have that same kind of field position to start.
Wow, they got that close to her? Sheesh.
So they'll bring the ball out to the 40-yard line, and that is where the Philly Kings will start this drive.
She said she almost died. What did you need me to do? I'm sorry.
Glad to have you with us right here on Quinn Broadcasting, Channel 22 on the television. Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, where you can comment on some of the plays you're seeing, and we do appreciate all the folks that are watching. Jamar, lights out Bird. Go Cobras. Well done. Stephen Haynes also watching. And King Vado Savage. I hope I said that right. King Vado or Vado. And now movement.
Yeah, that looked offsides to me.
Might have been an early start by the defensive line. Let's see what the indication is going to be.
It looks like, yeah, they're going to...
He pointed to the...
Cobras are like, no, it wasn't us, but it's the refs that matter on the call, and they're coming together to try and figure out who did move first.
There we go.
Yep. Encroachment against the Cobras. So that'll move the ball to the 45. Set up 1st and 5 for Philly. Keon Davis, hands off, sweeping left side, some room to run. First down across the 50. So new set of downs for the Philly Kings. Here's that play from the backside. You can see that there was a nice lane to run there. And that was Kirk Wright Sr. on the carry. First and 10. Ball is at about the 44-yard line. Fake hand. I think he wanted the handoff, but they did not exchange it. And there's a sack and a strumming of the guitar as a result. The play made by number 80, and we don't have a number 80. I'm going to have to talk to Coach Gibbs about who number 80 is. He's not on the roster I have. Just a good defensive effort there. Make sure he did not get away. And the ball is all the way back at about the 48-yard line of the Kings.
And I have to say that probably all went wrong from the start of the snap. It was a high snap, and
well, I think he was trying to hand it off, but the running back did not take the ball. Second down and about 15, back at the 48-yard line. Davis looking things over. He's got 3 men split to the left side, 1 to the right. Gets through, and now he does get the ball out. Incomplete. I'm not sure if I saw a yellow flag or not.
Doesn't look like it.
No flag on the field.
I'm kind of wondering why he didn't just continue to take off. He had a lot of open space in front of him.
Yes, he did, and he's run the ball a few times so far. But as it is, another incomplete pass, and it's third down, 3rd and 16. There's the lane that he had to run, and at least he stayed behind the line of scrimmage. I was a little concerned that he might have crossed, but he did not cross the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball. So it sets up 3rd and 16. Chance for the Cobras defense to make a stand here. Douglas in the shotgun. Check that. Keon Davis in the shotgun. Oh, I tell you what, that looked like a flinch by the running back, but it won't matter because he's not going anywhere. So the play will count. And it'll bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, so another good defensive drive for the Cobras. Standing tall in this first half against a team that has scored early and often, as we heard from both of their opening games.
Yeah.
But just 8 points on the clock and got about 9 minutes left, so a pretty good first half for the Cobras on both sides of the ball.
I believe they're going to go for it here.
They've got to figure something out, so might as well.
Well,
it's going to be a tough one, though.
It's 4th and 16. They send 3 receivers to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Has time to throw. Gets away from one potential tackler, but the ball is short, well short of the intended receiver. And Shelton likes what he sees. He's pumped up. Ryan Shelton was there on the coverage, but the ball was thrown short.
And an interesting decision there from the Kings to decide to go for it on that one. And their offense has looked like it's going to find a way to break open, but I'm not even sure he would have had enough on that if the ball was caught.
Good pursuit on the defensive side. Shadid Cheesebro forced that throw. So now it's a situation where the Cobras take over on downs. The ball is at the 48-yard line of the Philly Kings. A 14-point lead for the home team, looking to add more. Running play to the left, and good pursuit. 3 different players in on the tackle. If he got back to the line of scrimmage, that was about as good as you can expect. So
yeah,
the loss of a couple, looks like.
Yeah, it looks like we're backing up just a tad.
Ball's back at the 49-yard line after that 2-yard loss. Still really didn't have a chance to get started on that possession, on that particular carry. 2nd and 12. Chestnut back to throw, has time. Down the field, is it good there? Just a little too long. Tamar Jackson was behind the defender, but the ball was even further down the field.
Yeah, they've tried to hook up. They've hooked up more than once in this game so far with Jackson, but just a little bit out of his reach there, but not afraid to throw the deep ball as we've seen, and it's worked on more than one occasion.
Again, good time, good blocking up front. Gave the quarterback time to throw. Chestnut got it down the field just a little too far. So it's 3rd and 12. Good snap to Chestnut, and we have a whistle and a flag. Offside. Now, why would you throw the flag if the other team's offside? It should be.
And I think in certain instances, encroachment, or depending on what they give the call, it is an automatic stoppage from what I've noticed. At least if we're going by NFL rules, but There are certain offside penalties that do stop the play, but...
All right, so that 5-yard penalty moves the ball to the 47 of the Kings. And will make it 3rd and 7 instead of 3rd and 12.
A little bit more manageable for the Cobras.
This might be 4-down territory if they get any kind of decent yardage and come up short. Oh, again offside. This time they are going to stop the play. Yep, so I guess that's an automatic thing. Definitely encroachment.
No, they say false start.
Okay.
They call a false start, and I don't know
I saw the man from the defense sprint across.
Unless he got provoked somehow.
No, they moved the ball forward.
That was just the wrong call.
Yeah, wrong call. The ball is now inside the 40.
And I think did he throw a challenge? Did he do that on a... And yeah, I mean, that man right across the field, I don't know why I'm pointing like anybody can see that, but...
He raised his head up too, like, yeah, I committed the penalty. I did see the red flag.
Yeah, just like I don't know. Did. Can you challenge a false or a offsides?
I don't know if you can challenge a penalty call. I've never heard that one. Well, they've gotten 10 free yards, so instead of 3rd and 12, it's now 3rd and 2. Inside the 40-yard line of Philly.
You want to go 3 for 3? Just give them the first down?
Let's see.
He's made it a lot more manageable for them.
Man in motion to the near side. That's Shelton.
No, and again.
Now interesting.
And the Cobras are acting like, let us run the play.
3 straight flags and a good chance of all 3 of them being encroachment, and it is.
And the Cobras seem like they're mad that the refs aren't letting the play continue.
Well, they've stopped on each play, so it must be the rule, like you said, that if you call a penalty, it stops the play, even though it is against the defense, which, of course, is not the way that they do in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought certain defensive, encroachment or offsides, because they call it, or neutral zone infraction. I know one of those stops the play. I'm not sure if that's what we're dealing with here. Apparently it must be, but if that is, the Cobras don't exactly like that call.
You know who would be totally bothered by all the non-allowing of the plays? Number 12 from Green Bay. Legendary for drawing offside penalties and then throwing touchdowns as a result. Chestnut gets it off, and it's overthrown. He was trying to tell one of the receivers to come back to the ball or do something there, and now, of course, Chestnut is getting an earful from his offensive coordinator. Oh, semi-pro football, baby. It's just an incomplete pass, so we are going to have a 2nd down play coming up from the 36-yard line. Again, we show 6:56 left in the first half, but the time is being kept on the field, so we have no way of knowing exactly how much time is left, but we'll do our best to give you an idea.
I was 6 minutes off in the first quarter, so...
Take it for what it's worth. The officials will let us know.
When we hear the whistles to signify the end of the quarter, we'll...
And now we're going to get a timeout. So, timeout Cobras. Our score is 22-8. Cumberland leads Philly. We'll be back in just a moment.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, it's 2nd down and 10 as we return to action here at Salvy Blandino Field. Timeout is ending, and now we're set to play some football here. Roughly about 6.5 minutes to go by our calculations, but again, the clock is being kept on the field by the referee. Double wide receiver set this time for the Cobras as they try to convert a 2nd and 10. Steven Chestnut at quarterback. Sends a man in motion, that's Cam Bell. Straight drop back, quick throw, and he overthrew it again. He had him open. Jackson was open, but the ball was overthrown.
He got hurried on a throw, too. He had 2 defenders right in on him. I wonder if the Kings set up a little blitz play on Chestnut. He had to get the ball out real quick, and I have a feeling he just wasn't ready to throw it at that point.
Now, Chestnut is able to go up and get the ball. We saw that on the touchdown play earlier, but that one was just well out of reach.
Yeah, the Kings did a nice job there defensively to put the pressure on Chestnut and force him to throw before he was ready. Or again, it would have been a real nice play. So we've seen Chestnut can gun it. We've seen it in this game.
So it's 3rd and 10. 36-yard line of the Kings. Cobras trying to capitalize on this field position. Gotten a lot of help from the flag. 3 encroachment penalties. Chestnut puts it up. Is he going to get Jackson? No, he's going to be intercepted. The interception made by the Kings, and they needed something like that just to get any semblance of momentum.
And we got a man down as well for the Cobras. Looks like number 52, Kobe Chestnut. Yes, they're going to attend to him.
Mohamed Cousin on the interception for the Kings in the end zone. So that'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line.
Chestnut back up on his feet, though. That's always a good sign to see. He's going to limp his way off the field, but the fact that he was able to get up under his own and make his way off the field, it's a good thing to see. But a rare mistake. It's only, I think, the real second mistake we've seen from the Cobras.
The pitch that led to the fumble, and now the interception. So the Kings will have it at their own 20-yard line, trying to do something before the end of the half. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez. We're so glad to have you with us on all of our venues. Channel 22, Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, and Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live. 1st and 10, Kings at their own 20. Again, I really believe there's some kind of miscommunication going on there, because quarterback expected to give that off. Davis tried to hand it off to the running back, and he just did not get close to receiving it. Leads to a fumble and a loss of a couple. I have a feeling that the Kings coaching staff is going to give
I think they're
their team quite an earful. Yes.
They're going to get quite the talking to in the half.
That's one of those halftime talks that you wish you had.
We might be able to hear it from up here.
They have not done very many things right. Lots of penalties. Here it is, 2nd down and 12, back at the 18 now. Davis hands off. This time it is a good handoff and a good run. Across the 20, 30, first down, picked up, and
real nice tackle there.
Great tackle. Is that Shelton, number 9?
That was,
or was it Jackson?
That was Tamar Jackson on the tackle, and
well, it's enough for the first down. That's the good news for the Kings. Just cut it back to the right side, and a good lane there. Missed tackle.
And seeing a nice one. You got to wrap him up.
It was Jackson, and there's Shelton assist as well.
A good job to wrap him up as well, because he had a lot of open field in front of him if he gets past Jackson.
Ball spotted at the 33-yard line. A new set of downs for the Kings, trailing 22-8. More than likely closing minutes of the first half.
We almost had offside.
Shelton approached the line of scrimmage quickly. Tell you what, that was good just to get a couple yards on that run by Kevin Weaver. Looked like he was going to be met at the line of scrimmage, but he got at least 2. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Kings. Actually, the ball spotted to 34, so the down marker not where it belongs, my friend. 2nd and 9 coming up from the 34 for Philly. Long time in the huddle to make sure they get a good call here on 2nd and 9. Kings break the huddle and come to the line of scrimmage for this 2nd down play. Keon Davis in the shotgun. 2 men near him. Inside play, good coverage.
Oh, trust me, that faked me out because I thought we were going to the outside.
I'll tell you what, that's a good staying in your lane kind of play by DeJuan Simmons, number 21, who made the tackle after just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I got to tell you, that was a good fake out for me even. I thought we were going to the outside. I actually thought that was a pitch play gone wrong, but
no, he definitely...
Nothing really went right either way.
It was an inside trap play, and it was a good read by Simmons to make the tackle after just 1 yard. So 3rd and about 8 for Philly. They send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Davis directing some players to come back to this line of scrimmage a little bit, closer to the line of scrimmage. And what a beautiful view of the game right there. Pass is caught. 1 hit, and he gets away from him. He's going to be short of the 1st down, but a great effort right there. Again, we're going to have to search for the number. I'll get it to you in a second here. Number 40 on the catch. And that's a good hit there. But see, you got to wrap.
He bounced right off that hit.
The coach will tell you got to wrap him up. You can't just hit him like that. Because 9 times out of 10, he will bounce off of the tackle. That was Yasim Nelson on the catch. It's going to be 4th down and about 2, maybe a long one, close to 2 yards. Timeout on the field. So we're going to take a quick timeout and be right back with this key 4th down play for the Kings.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
Birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
The Cumberland Cobras looking to make one key stop here, 4th and 2. Ball is at about the 46-yard line of the Kings. So we'll see what they pull out of their offensive toolbox. They need 2 yards, very makeable here. Single receivers to both sides. 2 running backs near the quarterback. And we are set to go here on 4th down, and the flag.
Yeah, but they let the play go.
They let the play go. Now, the tackle is made well behind the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be encroachment, so forget about it. 1st down.
I'm just curious why we let the play run if we didn't let it run earlier.
Yeah, good point.
But regardless, it's going to be
it's 5 yards.
1st
and it's
down
enough,
either way, yeah. Imagine if I'm the Cobras, I'm like, well, why didn't you let us run the play?
Exactly. Ball spotted at the Cobra 49-yard line. And roughly a minute 21 left in this first half. Now, again, the official keeping the clock. You just saw him check his watch.
Yeah, so
So,
gotta hope this time I'm at least a little bit closer.
Ryan, if I may make a suggestion, maybe make one of those referee cams that you can see the clock if they're keeping
We see
it
what
up.
he's looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just put a little GoPro on your wrist there.
From the 49-yard line of the Cobras, 1st and 10, Kings. Long count here. Snap is good. Pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Our mystery man, number 80, making that play. Good pressure applied by the front line there. And he knocked the ball down, basically. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
It's a good tip. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely.
49-yard line of the Cobras is where the ball is marked. Kings taking a long time in their huddle here.
Yeah, if I'm anywhere close to what the actual time is, they don't have much time left to get a play going.
Shotgun formation for the Kings. Looking to throw deep. Ball is thrown, and it is a great catch. And that's the kind of play that they've been trying to make the whole game.
Yeah, and they're hurrying up, so we don't have much time left. It's a real nice pass there by Davis. Yeah, they're hurrying to the line.
A sharp throw across the middle. Catch is made right there.
Yeah, we look like we got a timeout, I believe. It's not everybody's lined up. And looks again, at least one and a couple seconds left for the Kings to maybe get one last play here if my estimations are at all close. But that throw by Davis, he had a lot of time to throw there, and a nice catch too by the receiver on that play.
Yeah, Pope Raquine, number 3, on a great catch.
What are we coming up on that time?
I have to imagine there's at least more than 4 seconds.
It left.
So I'm gonna wait here, because if not, we'd be done at this point.
Thank you. Curtis Reese, right? Is that what it says, Curtis Reese? Snap is there, time is there, throw across the middle, and it's almost picked off. Shelton wants that one back. Curtis Reese is the name, right? Okay. Number 80, we now have solved the mystery. Thank you to our viewing audience from Facebook there. So let me put that down here.
Well, considering both teams are staying on the field, there is some time left. I was a little bit too quick this time around. We'll figure out maybe a nice sweet spot in that second half. So for now, we're just going to go by the ref's whistle when this quarter comes to an end. So the Kings have a little bit of time to make something happen. They want to get a score before the end of this quarter, at least make this a more respectable score for them.
And Cobras, of course, want to prevent a score to keep that 14-point lead intact. 2nd and 10. Throw is it picked off? No.
Just dropped it.
Kenzie Williams almost made a key defensive play there. Unfortunately, could not reel it in.
That's back-to-back plays. Cobras defense just unable to come up with the interception. It hit the ground just before he could get his hands on it, or he might have been able to pick that one up. So you got to hope it was back-to-back plays where they weren't able to pick it off doesn't end up hurting them.
Yeah, because it does stop the clock and give the Kings another chance.
And they were running the hurry up when they came down the field, so I can't imagine they've got much time left to work with.
3rd and 10. Davis looks things over. Snap is there. Time is there. The throw is greatly knocked down. I think that was batted down. The ball was in a good spot, but Carlton Lawrence did not let it become a completion touchdown. Watch Lawrence get into this action here.
3 passes. Don't you think they should have ran the ball?
Hey, he came right over, dove right across. Yeah, I'm not sure how much time is left.
Well, the incomplete passes stopped the clock. That's the
stop.
only thing that we can tell you.
There's obviously enough time for the Kings to go down to 4th down here. So a key play here for their offense to try and get something on the board before we do come to an end. But really nice plays by the Cobras defense. Almost had a couple interceptions and a really nice bat away of that ball, or that could have been a touchdown. We'll see what the Kings draw up here.
This is 4th down, so at the very least you got to get a first down. Aiming across the middle, it is caught. And that's going to be enough for the first down, just a matter how much time is left. Catch is made by Brian Green, and the ball is inside the 10-yard line.
We're not exactly hurrying to the line here.
Yeah, that's true. You got no more timeouts there.
From the 8-yard line, 1st and goal. Quick toss, and it goes right through the hands. A little behind the intended receiver, but he had his hands on it for a second.
And that's Davis on the ground right now.
Quarterback is down. That's not a good sign, and he's holding his hip. So he's going to be down for a while, it looks like. Takes the helmet off. So we're going to take a timeout. 22-8 is our score. Somewhere near the end of this first half.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 degrees in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, we're getting word that there's a minute 12 left. The quarterback was hurt on the play, so we have a new quarterback in. And now the quarterback stepped back. The flags fly. Now the quarterback stepped back before the snap. So, yes, that's the right call, ref. Not that I'm trying to tell you what to do, but no, he's definitely outside the end zone. He was behind the line of scrimmage. Keep feeding me, man. You just love this too much. So that's going to cost 5 yards for the Kings. So again, we were told there was 1:12 left in this first half. Second down and goal, back around the 12-yard line. Well, the Militia, the team that we saw last week, that should have been picked off. Shelton has reason to think that he should have 2 interceptions today. That was right in his wheelhouse. Unfortunately, he could not reel it in. The new quarterback, by the way, is Elijah Clark, number 13. He stepped in for the quarterback that was injured earlier, Keon Davis. Let's see how close this came to an interception. Right there, it was double coverage. Shelton had a first grab.
I almost think they got crossed up there. Shelton and Douglas kind of went in front of each other. I have a feeling there maybe they got crossed up.
Again, we have no way of knowing how much time is left, so.
There might be a minute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go based on the whistle, but that didn't prove me well earlier in the quarter, so we're just going to start it and stop it when it seems applicable.
A run to the right side, good coverage.
That,
Clark
I think, is the end of the quarter.
Tried to run it to the right side, but 2 Cobras on the tackle.
That sounded like the end of the half
whistle.
They
blew the whistle like they indicated at the end of the half. They're checking their clocks. But we're still on the field, apparently. And now the coach.
I don't really know.
The Kings coach is on the field as well.
We do have a flag. Kind of came in late there. Looked like he almost just dropped it, so I'm not. Is it because the coach came on the field, I imagine?
Okay, the referee is showing the head coach the time left. At least he was showing him the wrist where the clock is, so. Unsportsmanlike against the Kings. Unfortunately, I haven't kept track of the penalties.
That's at least 3 unsportsmanlike.
3 unsportsmanlike, and
there's
at least
a couple of other. We had at least 3 offsides on the play earlier. So, but the unsportsmanlikes are, I think, what you hate more, because it means you're not keeping your composure as a team.
I just don't understand how there's still this much time left. They're still on the field.
Yeah, the whistle was blown like it was the end of the quarter, but
that's what it sounded like to me too.
We're still on the field. So it's
4th down play.
4th and very long.
4th and goal, and the marker is back near the 15-yard line or so.
It's 4th and very long for the.
Well, this play either works for the Kings or not. The quarterback back in, Keon Davis. 4th down. Davis looks to throw to his left, and he's going to be grabbed and sacked, and that'll do it. The play made by number 55 for the Cobras, Donovan Loatman, gets the sack, and that'll end the possession for the Kings.
Almost look like we have an offense coming onto the field. We've got something left on the clock.
That was a good pursuit there. First pursuit there by Curtis Reese, number 80, and he led him right into the tackle right there. Donovan Loatman finishing the job.
I don't think that feels very good for Keon Davis. You leave the game for a couple plays, come back in, and immediately get taken down.
Yeah, you watch there at the end of the play how he kind of slowly walked to the side.
He's like, I got to come back in and get immediately sacked. But we've got some time left on the clock. I don't even know anymore.
We're to show 28 seconds, but
I don't even know. We're just leaving something on the clock.
There you go. This is a very long minute 12. I'll put it that way.
Now, the Cobras have time to make something happen, but I think they're just going to run it out.
Getting free, still gets a good chunk of yardage there. Just a little off tackle play to the left side.
A little slow getting up, grabbed up at his chest area.
He might have lost got the wind knocked out of him a little bit.
I'm probably going to hit 0 on the clocks again, but.
Well, they're still not going off the field.
He keeps looking at his watch, so I wonder if we're just I think we're letting the clock run out. Yep. And that's exactly, and I actually had it right on right there.
There you go.
That's, I think, the first time I've been lined up with them.
But, hey, a first half that really the Cobras took advantage of a few things. Lots of penalties against the Kings, and the 3 unsportsmanlike penalties certainly not the kind of thing you want to see if you're the head coach. So they all walk to the sidelines, and you see the score there. The Cobras leading the Kings 22-8. We'll take a timeout and be back here at Salvy Blandino Field after these words.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 degrees in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 ingredients in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 ingredients in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, we're here at halftime, Salvy Blandino Field, where the Cobras lead the Kings 22-8, and quite a first half. Basically, on the Kings side, a lot of self-inflicted wounds with penalties and incompletions.
Yeah, we saw their tempers kind of get the best of them. I've counted at least 3 unsportsmanlike penalties in that first half for the Kings, and seems very uncharacteristic of them based on what we heard about them during the pregame, and especially offensively. Is obviously we don't know their quarter-by-quarter scoring, but this seems like a very uncharacteristic offense, but all the credit goes to the Cobras right now for to shut them down.
And again, uncustomary penalties, those are major things you don't want to do. But again, a lot of the passes that have been thrown, just not on the mark, and then a couple of handoffs that didn't happen that forced the quarterback to keep the ball and fumble and here and there. So self-inflicted wounds is the story for the Philly Kings right now. But the Cobras, like last week, got the early score. They got the first score of the game on a 58-yard touchdown pass. Stephen Chestnut finding Ryan Shelton for that touchdown. The extra point kick was wide to the right, but they were on the scoreboard first, which is exactly what you want to do when you face an opponent that has outscored the opposition 94-0.
Yeah, you want to get your offense going early and often, and that's what, again, as we've seen from last week, the Cobras don't seem to have a problem offensively. Don't really seem to have a problem defensively either. So we saw a couple nice good hits again today. But the Cobras doing exactly what their head coach wanted to say, dominate. That's the word of the season, is dominate. And while this isn't that 40-0 first half that we had last time, 22-8, still a pretty good score going into the second half. Now, you got to imagine the Kings are going to come out hot. But in that terms for them, too, is they got to keep their tempers down. You're going to be fired up, but you want to put it into your game, not into these penalties, because that's really cost them more than a couple of times as we get ready to start the second half.
And the Kings, of course, came right back and scored their only touchdown of the first half, a 51-yard pass play. Keon Davis to Raekwon Pope, and they went for two and got it. So they actually led 8-6 at one point. But then the Cobras came back with two touchdown passes. Stephen Chestnut with three touchdown passes in the game, including a great catch by Tamar Jackson in the left corner of the end zone, a 10-yard pass play that worked. And the two-point conversion was also caught by Jackson, and that made it a 14-8 game in favor of the Cobras. They came back with one more touchdown, a 12-yard pass play from Chestnut to Campbell, and the two-point conversion went to Jackson. So that's the way the first half went. Scoring-wise, not with the exception of the one bad pitch, I can't think of anything the Cobras did that was very bad in that first half.
No, they really haven't done a lot wrong, and we didn't see that either last week. Not much went wrong for them either. So a good start to their season. Obviously, a very new program coming up against a well-established program. I believe when we talked to one of the players, he said this is a program that's been going on for about 10 years.
10 years, yes.
At least. So a well-established program, but for the Cobras to come in and kind of set a statement in that first half is. We even saw a little bit, I don't know if you saw a little bit of jawing early on in the game. So it's going to be two teams that are going to be fired up in the second half.
Okay, well, it's 22-8. The Cobras lead the Kings here at the halftime break. Stay with us as the second half is right around the corner here on Quinn Broadcasting.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. Local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Very good first half for the Cumberland Cobras, leading 22-8. The Cobras will be kicking off. And the good news is we apparently have a running clock now on the scoreboard. So hopefully we'll be able to keep you in tune as to what the score is. Meanwhile, a little bit of a disaster on the return. Now they pitch it back. Isn't this interesting? Do they have the ball? Yes. The Cobras cover the kickoff, pick up a fumble. Again, another ill-advised pitch.
I don't know what the Kings were thinking right there.
Well, the return man that first touched it had all sorts of trouble just picking the ball up to begin with. See if we can get a look at that kickoff return effort.
At that point, just let it stay.
Okay, the return man had no ability to pick up the football.
At that point, just let it lie. Why create more disaster than there needed to? Because that pitch, his teammate had no idea what was going on because he wasn't anywhere near the pitch when it happened. So another ill-advised play for the Kings, and they're all out of sorts.
Well, they're playing behind for the first time this year in this game. I don't know. I don't want to say panic is setting in, but that was really
something
an
is setting in.
Ill-advised pitch on the kickoff. As it is, the Cobras will wind up with the football at the King 12-yard line to start this half. So there's a big break right at the start of the second half, and if the Cobras can capitalize here right away, they would at least take a 20-point lead. We have a delay of game.
Yeah, we've got something. I didn't quite catch it. It did seem like a while before I played.
Yeah, they'll be able to keep you in tune as to what the score is. Meanwhile, a little bit of a disaster on the return. Now they pitch it back. Isn't this interesting? He just lofted it in the air, and that was a good hit there.
They have the ball,
against the guy who was trying to pick it up, and the rest, you can see a sea.
The Cobras cover the kickoff, pick up the fumble.
First win, good luck today. And that was the deal there. No chance for them to have the ball. So, the ball is back at about the 19-yard line, and now we have a timeout. Kooky beginning to the second half. Timeout taken by the Cobras. They don't want another delay call, so I guess we'll take one with them. They're not ready to play, Ryan. We'll be back in just a moment.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family.
Happy birthday.
Birthdays and homework. The upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance. Our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
You are the director of the 18. Yes, I'm glad that got on the air, actually. All right, after the 5-yard penalty, or are they just starting 1st and 10? What are they doing with the down markers?
I don't know if they know.
Well, now they're stretching the yard markers to be 1st and 10.
All right, well, I'll go back to 1st and 10 then.
Chestnut fakes the throw up the middle off the left side of the line of scrimmage. That play started out looking promising. Chelly Townsend with the carry went off tackle and got a few. That looked promising at the beginning, but a good recovery by that defensive line for the Kings.
Yeah, if the Kings are able to find a way to limit the offense here, I would go a long way for them. Obviously, a disastrous start to the half for them, but if they're able to shut down a Cobras offense that's known to be pretty hot, it would certainly help them out.
Second down, Chestnut looks to his left, fires off the mark. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 at the 17-yard line. Cobras would love to add a touchdown here. You have to capitalize on the kind of break that they got to start this second half.
And that would just further frustrate this Kings team that seems like they're letting a little bit get under their skin. If you're able to put some more points on the board, you can keep frustrating them, and maybe they'll keep making mistakes.
Chestnut fires, has a man there, but he overthrew him. He was wide open. Brandon Dollaway, the intended receiver. Chestnut didn't give him a chance.
Yeah, I think Chestnut saw the open field and got a little bit of happy feet. Excited there. Yeah, that's just...
Yeah, that was a good...
I actually well overthrew him, too.
Yeah,
it's not even just that he wasn't ready, but... offense is staying on the field. Gotta say, these teams aren't afraid to go for it on 4th down.
You're in the red zone. Got a chance to go up by 3 scores. Chestnut gets the snap from center. And
again, he wasn't turned around yet.
Yeah. So not a good sequence of plays by the Cobras there, 3 and out. And the Kings avoid a huge bullet.
Yeah, it looked like Chestnut just has some miscommunication with his wide receivers as he's talking to Ryan Shelton there, just trying to figure out what happened right there. And I'm not sure if Shelton just wasn't running the right route. It's a lot of R's in that sense to get that word out. But not sure. There was some kind of miscommunication, we'll say that. But the offense, no, that is the defense. I was making sure. Looked like we had a lot of the same guys staying on the field. But this will be Kings' boss. As you said, they avoid a huge error after the disastrous kickoff return.
Well, let's see if they can take advantage of that, avoiding a really tragic situation where they could have gone down by 3 scores right at the outset of this 3rd quarter. As it is, they have the ball at their own 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback gets the snap, hands off. Oh, good pursuit by the defense. And a flag is thrown. What in the world did the ref detect this time? A holding penalty against the Kings.
Almost.
Yeah, they're going to decline it.
I was going to say, yeah, we have one of the coaches down here. I could see him telling them to decline because that's going to push them back a little bit on the 2nd down.
Yeah,
instead of having them replay, yeah.
Loss of a couple of yards, ball back at the 16-yard line, so it is 2nd down and 12. Davis comes to the huddle now after getting the play from the sideline. 2nd and 12 from the Kings 16-yard line. Shotgun formation. Fake handoff, and the quarterback is going to see the ground right now. Davis had no chance once he faked the handoff. And you see the players that gaggle there. Number 80, we've called his name quite a few times, Curtis Reese. And a few others, 2 others were in on the scene. Did not give Davis anywhere to go. As Martha and the Vandella said, nowhere to run.
Yeah, it's been a lot of struggle for Davis on the handoffs especially as well. As he hasn't had much time to do a whole lot when he's looking to hand off.
Credit to Juan Simmons also for the sack as well as Reese.
We're actually in their own end zone.
Ball is about the 2 or 3 yard line. So it's 3rd and 25. Well, if they convert this, again, a chance at some momentum, but 3rd and 25 is not automatic. And now it's fumbled in the end zone. Could we have a safety? No, he gets away, throws it, and it is incomplete. A lot of excitement in about 5 seconds right there. That was disaster waiting to happen.
I don't know how Davis did not step out of bounds back there. He was towing that line as close as you could.
Let's take a look. He did not have his eye on the snap. I could see that by the reaction.
He's towing that line as about as close as you can. And a solid job by him to even get away from that and not allow it to be a safety.
That was a dying duck of a pass, wasn't it? It just floated out there wobbling.
I gotta imagine you can.
Yeah.
I don't think you take any chances in your own end zone.
4th and 25, I would guess, from their own 2-yard line. They got to kick this away, I would think.
Yeah, it looks the Cobras are backing up like it's about to be a kick. So, yeah, we do have the punter out deep in his own end zone. So, have to imagine this is going to be good starting field position for the Cobras.
Brian Green will try to make some kind of punt, and now the Kings getting 2 men on the field late here.
They didn't have enough men lined up at the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Green awaits the snap, gets it away. It's going to be a short kick, and it's taken right there at the 32-yard line, across the 30, and still in bounds, down the sideline. He's near the goal line. He's not going to get in.
Yeah, if he didn't get in, yeah, he's about at the 1, if not the half-yard line.
Kenzie Williams just picked up the ball on the bounce and almost took it to the house from 32 yards out. The Cumberland Cobras coming close to a punt return touchdown. But they're on the doorstep. A lot of confusion by the Kings there. And now, so we watch the play. It bounced it, and watch this. He just picked it.
I think the Kings thought I think at least, I think there's a number 11 there for the Kings. They didn't think he was going to pick it up.
Got inside the 10, and he's dragged down at about the 1-yard line. All right, 1st and goal, handoff, and he is down, according to the official. That was Still who tried to get in, and the official emphatically, thank you, indicating that he was short of the goal line. So it'll be 2nd and goal, inches away from the goal line. I would imagine just a power drive right up the gut. We'll see. Nothing fancy to do here, just get it across the goal line. 2nd and goal. Across, and the good surge. No indication of a score. And now we do get it from the left side official.
Yeah, there wasn't really much more room to go for them, so.
Unfortunately, I didn't pick up the number of the running back, so we'll get that. But here it is. Oh, it's just a quarterback sneak. So Chestnut just tried to take it in. Great view. Great view. You're right there on the field, folks.
Just a bunch, yeah.
Chestnut.
Just as I'm just going to stay here until they make the ball. And I think we are actually going to have a kick this time around. He was wide on the first extra point, so.
No, Chestnut's over center, so they are going to go for 2.
Did not see
High
Chestnut.
formation.
They were in kick formation, I'll tell you that. Nope. Well, now.
Well, he's dropping back into the shotgun. Chestnut rolls to his right. Can he get the corner? I think so. Book it. 2 more points, and now another flag after the play. 2 flags.
Yeah.
If it's a celebration, I didn't see much celebrating there.
And we actually had 2 flags thrown, so.
Chestnut's looking to say what. Yeah, he said, you call a penalty on us?
We're waiting to see. The refs are getting together, but I saw 2 flags fly.
Yes.
We're going to see what happens here.
Good job by Chestnut. Faked the handoff, left himself wide open for the run here, and he gets into the end zone. Now let's watch his reaction. I don't see anything yet. He just took it a little too far, maybe. There's no celebration at all. Okay, a little hand gesture.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're really going to get the call because the coaches are talking. And the Cobras don't exactly look pleased with the call, but they're going to get the 2 points anyway.
They should get the 2 points.
They should get the 2 points because teams are walking off the field, so it is going to be a 30-8.
Let's watch the referee here, what he gives us. He's coming to the side here to make the call. Unsportsmanlike conduct, but he didn't indicate on who. Now he pointed to the Kings, and I think we have an ejection too.
Yeah, we had 2 unsportsmanlike calls, one on each team, so that cancels out.
Well, now he's.
Yeah, it cancels out. Yeah, we had an unsportsmanlike on each side.
But the 2 points.
The 2
count,
points.
right?
So it's basically a decline. They just cancel each other. Yeah, I'm not sure what was unsportsmanlike. Now we're not dead on the field. We don't know what's being said. A lot of times unsportsmanlike have to do with what the players are saying. Because there wasn't much on the celebration, but we've seen some jawing back and forth, and I think we might have caught it at the end of the half. We had at least one player on the Kings, one player on the Cobras almost going at it a little bit. So there's definitely been some animosity between these two teams. But regardless, it's a 2-point conversion and a touchdown, so.
Yeah, it must be jawing because I didn't see anything that was behavior-wise.
It seems like we've probably had a lot of talking.
All right, so they're just going to try to nip it in the bud here. Both teams getting to be unsportsmanlike, which, of course, wipe each other out. We're going to get the kickoff from Tamar Jackson. Line drive kick this time. Rolling inside the 20-yard line. Well scooped up this time. Outside to the left. Across the 30 and takes a booming hit near the sideline.
Yeah, and the teams again, I don't know. Looks like we had a couple whistles to separate, but teams do go away peacefully.
10:35 showing on the clock, a 30-8 score. And I don't want to say it's a surprising score because the Cobras did demonstrate their offensive prowess last week. But the Kings, of course, as we mentioned, 94 points in their first 2 games. And they only have 8 so far.
I think if anything is surprising, it is the offense for the Kings. A lot of mental mistakes, a lot of bad snaps, handoffs, just seems like a bunch of we don't know what's going on plays in this, now into this third quarter. They've got to figure something out because we're not going to call it a blowout just yet because the Kings, as we obviously know, can put points up on the board, but they're in danger of it going towards a blowout.
Okay, we have some kind of stoppage to the play. Jackson.
We've had a lot of that
Jackson's
today.
trying to indicate
a flag of some kind, but.
One of the Kings players is over here on the sideline.
I wonder if we did have an ejection.
Yeah. First down, the Kings. Again, great pursuit. Quarterback is sacked. Back inside the 20, around the 15-yard line. And that's a huge loss of about 17 yards. Let's watch to see who got in there. A bit of a blitz. Shelton and number 55, that is Loatman. Loatman with his second sack of the game. Ball is all the way back at the 18-yard line, so a loss of 14. Wow. Domination, that's the word. Second and 24 coming up for the Kings. They have just not had much offensive rhythm with the exception of the one touchdown play. That man right there has seen a lot of purple jerseys today. Keon Davis has time to throw, and he's going to be getting away for the moment, but not forever. He is totally frustrated right now. Keon Davis just threw his hands up and down.
This defensive line for the Cobras, I don't want to keep using the word dominant, but that's our word of the season, so might as well keep using it.
Ball is being spotted at the 12-yard line. So it'll be a third down and 30. Loss of 6 on that play. This is impressive. The Cobras defense is really coming after Davis right now, and they're getting to him, and I think they've kind of taken him mentally out of the game too. That frustration on that last sack was pretty obvious.
Yeah, and that seems like that's been the problem for the Kings, too, is letting that frustration come out in their play because, again, you saw the frustration from Davis on the first sack and then wasn't able to get out of a second one. So they've really frustrated a team that's shown dominance on offense.
3rd and 30, back at the 12-yard line. Pass play. And it's a great catch. It's not enough for the first down, but a great catch made by Raekwon Pope. He's been probably the big offensive star for this squad when the ball has gotten to him.
And we've got another injured Cobra on the field. Well, I think it's just a cramp,
yeah, it looks crampish.
That's Carlton,
there it is. Yeah.
Carlton Lawrence there, just getting the leg stretched out.
But that was a 20-yard pass play that makes it 4th and 10. Again, good job of making that catch. That ball was thrown high where only the receiver could get it. And he pulled it down. Raekwon Pope gives hope for a chance at a first down. With being down by 22, there's 8 minutes to go.
For it, yeah.
8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time, but at this point, with the way the game has flown and the momentum that especially the Cobras, the key punt return, the recovery of the kickoff fumble, I think you have to test a little momentum to try to go the other way. I was watching that water bottle toss, and it was in the direction of the quarterback.
Yeah.
And luckily,
I know it wasn't intentional, but that would have just been the story. Continued.
My goodness.
That would have just been how this game has gone.
That would have been a literal self-inflicted wound. All right, so it's 4th and 10 at the original line of scrimmage, the 32-yard line. The Kings definitely need something positive to happen here. They got to get the first down. The way the Cobras have played in this first 7 minutes of the third quarter, they have been very active. Across the middle, incomplete. Trying again to go to the same man that just made the catch a moment ago, and he does not have a chance. Pope did not come up with it. So the Cobras take over on downs. And I would think that they get another touchdown here and go up by 28 or so, 30 points if they go for 2. Again, a good pocket, a clean pocket finally for Davis to throw the football.
Just overthrew him.
Yep. Good coverage there, you saw. And no chance to make that completion. So the Cobras defense again comes up large. They'll take over at the King 32-yard line. The Cobra offense on the field. Steven Chestnut, the quarterback. Tyson Still right there behind him, number 5. And you see number 11 who's got some touchdown catch today, Tamar Jackson. Handoff is to Still, and he's not going to get very much. Tyson Still gets it near the 30-yard line, although it looks like the official's going to mark it at the 31. So a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 coming up for Cumberland. Alfonso Empson, number 19, checking into the game as Still checks out. 7:35 left in this third quarter. The Cobras with the only touchdown of the quarter so far, leading 30-8. Chestnut over center, hands the ball off, and that's a solid tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
He had nowhere to go on that one. It's almost like the Kings knew the run game was coming there.
A very solid tackle made, so it's 3rd down. Actually lost a yard on that play.
Still a manageable 3rd and 10 for the Cobras. They'd like to keep the ball and keep the momentum going in their favor.
Give credit to Terrence Thorpe for that tackle. He really filled the gap very nicely. 3rd and 10. Shotgun formation. Chestnut fires. No, went right through his hands. Shelton could not bring that ball down, so it's 4th down.
And Chestnut walking over to figure out what they're going to do.
Well, they're at the 32-yard line. Punting here would not be all that much of an advantage to them. So
yeah, we've kind of, I thought it's been pretty interesting because we really haven't seen punts from either side, aside from obviously when the Kings were deep in their own end zone.
Yeah.
But these teams, and I think I saw it a lot last week, are not afraid to go for it on 4th down. It seems like they almost never want a punt and want to keep that offense out there.
The Cobras are looking to get to the 22-yard line to keep this drive going. Chestnut has time to throw a little flip pass. Oh, what a catch! Across the 20. Ball came out at the end, but are they going to rule him down? That was a sensational catch by Ryan Shelton.
That was actually number 19, Alfonso Empson.
Is it? Okay.
I thought I saw 19.
Let's take a look. They're still fighting over the ball.
I thought I saw 19 there.
Yep.
We'll get him out there eventually.
Well, let's take a look here. Yep, you're right.
And that's a tremendous one-handed catch there.
Alfonso Empson, give him the credit for the catch. And we are ready to start play again. But first down, and that was a great one-handed catch. So I guess the coach knew exactly when to put him in the game. He just came in the game.
Empson. And the Kings had no idea. They weren't even anywhere close to him on that play. So a well-executed call as well.
1st and 10 from the 16. Chestnut's going to keep it. He's not going to get very far. If he got back to the line of scrimmage, he did well.
Yeah, good job by Chestnut there just to eat the hit there and not make an ill-advised throw. And we saw Davis doing that earlier for the Kings where he had room to take off and just decided to throw it. So good job from Chestnut there to realize the situation and just say, I'll take the hit.
He gets credit for 1 yard, so it's 2nd and 9 coming up for the Cobras. High snap handoff, and a good job of filling the hole this time. They really did not allow Chelly Townsend anywhere to go. Loss on the play back to, looks like the 18-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 12 for the Cobras at that spot. 4:20 and counting left here in this third quarter. A 30-8 lead for Cumberland over Philly. On the 3rd and 12 play, Chestnut in the shotgun. Chestnut back to throw, spins to his left.
He's going to have to figure something.
He throws it into a location, but it's going to fall incomplete. The only man that had a chance, and not really a good one, was Tamar Jackson.
Yeah, Chestnut at that point just had to throw a ball away. He had about 3 Kings defensive players right on top of him. So a good job to be able to just get it away and at least get it away in the realm of possibility of a teammate.
Yeah, there wasn't any white jersey near the area, so the interception risk was none. And unfortunately, Jackson was a little bit too far upfield to come back and get it. So it's 4th down.
We'll see if we can get a little bit of more 4th down magic here.
Fourth and 12. Man in motion. That is Cam Bell. Chestnut looking for Bell. He throws it into a spot. Bell's got it. Touchdown, Cam Bell.
Boy,
are you kidding me?
Boy, can Chestnut pick his spot. Led the receiver all the way to that ball.
I believe they call it a vibe. And right now,
Cobras are feeling it.
The receivers are. Jackson's had a great catch. Chestnut just put it to the spot there, and look how Bell just ran to it. Just over the heads of the defender.
That was perfectly in stride, too, as Bell didn't even have to hurry up to it or slow down to it. As that caught him right in stride.
Sensational play. Celebrate. You deserve it. That's good stuff.
And not sure if after the first missed extra point, the Cobras are like, we're just going to keep going for 2, but whatever it is, it's working for them.
Chestnut keeps the ball after faking the handoff.
He's trying to lead his receiver.
And that is incomplete.
He was trying to lead his receiver to the ball there, but
So the 2-point conversion fails. We have 3:46 left in the third quarter. And the score is now 36-8 in favor of the Cobras. Cumberland will kick off in just a moment.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 ingredients in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey. Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, those lightning strikes you see on the Cobra emblem are really pretty much symbolizing the way this game has gone. 36-8 in favor of Cumberland over Philly. And the clock showing 3:46 still to go in the third quarter. Last week, 48 points, and they're well on the track to get that done again today.
Yeah, like I kind of mentioned earlier, it's not that 40-0 first half we had last week for the Cobras, but it's still been a dominant effort for them on the offensive end to be able to take advantage of quite a lot of Kings' mistakes.
I want to make mention of some of the people texting us on Facebook Live. Stephen Haynes saying, yes, sir, love seeing some former OBG players out there. That, of course, referring to the Millville Thunderbolts. One of my favorite co-coaches, he says, Mr. Zach Douglas. Thank you for watching and commenting, Stephen. Chris Wilson also watching. And we thank King Vado Savage for letting us know that number 80 for the Cobras is Curtis Reese. Thank you very much for that. Glad to have the audience participation, and we're glad just to be presenting some great football action here on Quinn Broadcasting, Channel 22, Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live, and those of you watching on YouTube Live, we're glad to have each and every one of you. Well on our way to seeing the Cobras start their inaugural season at 2-0. Tamar Jackson tees it up and will be kicking off in just a second. Ball is spiraling end over end, and it is down inside the 20-yard line, across the 20 now, near the 30. Trying to get that outside lane, and a sea of purple finally seals him off, but a good return. Very fine return. Near the 40-yard line for the Kings.
And not sure if we've got a... No, they did look like we had a player down briefly, but...
So the Cobras looking to continue their defensive prowess here. That return, by the way, made by Demir Johnson. Decent return, getting it across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, ever since that first quarter touchdown for the Kings, they just haven't been able to get their offense in any kind of sort of cohesion, if I can get the right English word out there, is they really haven't been able to get anything done, and that's a lot of credit to the Cobras defense for catching them all out of sorts.
I know Keon Davis is not happy with the way the defense has played against him. He's seen a lot of purple jerseys today. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Has time to throw this time. Rolls, throws, and it is almost picked off.
We've had a lot of those almost interceptions for the Cobras.
Is that number 18? If it is, that's Bryce Bartley, who almost had a pick six. Let's take a look.
Yeah,
Good job.
Davis just doesn't see him, I guess.
Yep.
As yeah, he would have had nothing but open field in front of him, and after this, he would have been able to take it all the way.
So good defense by Bryce Bartley. It's 2nd down and 10. The Kings at their own 40-yard line, trailing by 28. Just less than 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. On second down, Keon Davis awaits the snap from center. Good one this time, has time to throw across the middle, and it's intercepted on the bobble. Intercepted by the big guy.
He tried to lay the hit. He tried to lay the big hit.
Sometimes you just have to watch and admire. Zach Douglas gets the rebound and takes it down the field.
And he was moving.
Oh, my Lord.
You always love to see what we call the big men moving.
Hate to be a downer, but there might have been a little bit early contact. I don't know if we'll pick it up here. Yeah, I'm not sure if there was early contact there. Carlton Lawrence, and of course Lawrence is now injured on that play. But hey, Zach Douglas says thank you. Thank you, Lord.
There you go with the hit right there,
I'm going to make my 15 seconds of fame right there. Good job of returning that after the pick.
I just like the way he went down.
Are we having fun, folks?
I just like the way he went down to make that hit on the sideline.
Wow.
I don't know if I think his teammate ended up with more of the contact there, but just be more willing to go down instead of just carrying the ball is I'm going to lay a hit while I've got it.
Let's see, the spotting the football is at the 20, it looks like. Oh, no, the 30, I'm sorry. Now, they got to move those sticks up. Why are the sticks so far
we are
back?
at the 20. Yeah, the ball's at the 20 at least.
But the yard markers are nowhere near where they have to be, so they're throwing us off here.
Yeah, no, the ball, and that is about where it looked like he went out of bounds, was around the 20. Yeah, they're moving down.
Okay.
Well, I think we got a makeshift crew here on the sideline, so we got to give them a little bit of slack.
Yeah, we don't really want.
Looks like we got a couple youngins, as they say, working the chains.
We want to make sure that the ball is where it's supposed to be. Is all. 20-yard line of the Kings. Handoff and a good job.
He's got nowhere to go.
Loss of a few there. Close to a little bit of.
Yeah, he made sure to let go just to.
Yeah, but he extended that a little bit, to be honest. Loss of a couple. Back at the 22-yard line, it'll be 2nd and 12 for the Cobras. Coaching staff going over some things. Chestnut getting some instructions from the offensive coordinator. 2nd and 12. Chestnut in the shotgun formation. He's had a pretty good day throwing the ball today. Did have one interception, but he has thrown 4 touchdowns. He looks to his left. Little screen pass, caught at the 20, and nowhere to go but to the end zone. There wasn't anybody there for the Kings. Touchdown is scored. The receiver is Alfonso Epson, and he has made his impact in the second half. One-handed catch, and now the 22-yard touchdown. So Chestnut has another touchdown pass.
Yeah, and what you're going to see here, what I really like, is Chestnut leading his receiver there to the ball. As you see him pointing right here, telling him right where to go. And that's some good leadership from your quarterback. And we almost had a little bit of early celebration there, the high stepping.
I love it.
But they're having some fun out there. Alfonso Epson.
Yeah, I love the high step.
Another nice play.
The 2-point conversion, I believe, is good. It's out of our picture, but that is number 80 on the catch, Curtis Reese, with the 2-point conversion catch. He's been a stalwart on defense, and now he gets 2 points next to his name. Chestnut just lofted it up, and there is Reese. He fought off the defender and said,
he said, what are you doing?
This is mine, okay? This is mine. My ground.
I forget that celebration. We've seen it a little bit lately in the NBA. Is that too small? That too small celebration.
Wow.
You think the Cobras are having some fun out there?
This is a bit of a shocker coming into this game knowing what we knew, but hats off to the Cobras. They're getting it done. 1:45 left in the third quarter. That's right, third quarter. And it's 44-8. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Back to action here at Salvy Blandino Field. Tamar Jackson getting set to kick off, as he's done quite often in this game. 44-8, Cumberland leading Philly. Ball is in the air. Again, a nice under rolling kick, end over end kick. That's what Melendez is trying to say. Ball was inside the 20. A short kick and a good return so far. Across the 30-yard line, down near the 35 before finally the tackle is made. That's right. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, and the Purple Wave just has been dominant. It's been a tidal wave is what it's been. And certainly, again, we were expecting it to be a very tight tussle, but it's been all Cumberland.
Yeah, that's not what we were expecting coming in. Is it? We expected a domination of some sorts, but we didn't expect it to be one-sided.
So the ball is spotted. See, they spot the ball. We'll get it in a second. I think they're still exchanging. Now they got the ball down. Used to be at the 34-yard line or so. First and 10 from their own 32. Check that 34. There's 1:32 showing on the clock. Now you're just basically playing for pride if you're the Kings, just to try to get something started here. Handoff, power sweep to the right, and a good move. First down, the ball came out.
Well, yeah, they say he was down. That was a nice tackle. Because if not, I think he's going all the way.
Yeah, he had a good head of steam going. First down picked up by Johnson, Demir Johnson, number 17.
And we just got word that the 6 touchdowns here tonight. League record.
First and 10, straight drop back, throwing it up, and it is intercepted!
No, he dropped it.
No,
he
wait
dropped
a minute.
it.
He had it long enough. No, never mind. I'm not going to do that.
They're saying he never had it. They're saying he bobbled it.
Ball is up in the air a long time. Where's the bobble, folks?
Right there, I guess. Yeah,
okay.
he didn't complete.
Okay, he did not complete the process.
I was going to say, is that what we say in the NFL?
Still a dumb rule. He had it tucked in his left arm. But, yeah, okay. Letter of the law there, so we'll go with it. Good coverage, though. Second down. At this point, I think Douglas was shot. Davis
had a bad snap. There is something going on that offensive line for the Kings.
It has been a disastrous day, and that man right there is part of the reason, I'm sure. Curtis Reese, number 80. I guess they don't want to see him in the backfield too much.
Yeah,
That
you
play-
got to think at this point the Kings are like, let's just get to the fourth quarter.
And that's what
We've
we're
had enough. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
but-
even going to draw up a play.
That was not that bad a snap. It just went through his hands. So that's it for the third quarter. It comes to an end. Another good quarter for the Cobras. And yes, Reese is letting us know that's 3. It's a great close-up shot you're getting, sir. Great close-ups. Now, the quarter ended, but they're still running the play.
I think we just... Did they say it was...
The clock ran down to zeros.
Sure.
And now they get one play, and they do complete it.
Or did we just start the...
Well, the clock
quarter?
said zeros. And they did not switch sides, so I don't know why they got the extra play. Christian St. George making a very good catch, to give him credit on the sideline there. Now, why are they not switching sides? I don't understand.
So are we...
Okay, maybe the scoreboard clock was not right. It's been a weird day, folks. We're still in the third quarter, I'm assuming. I don't get it. I don't get it. I didn't detect any bad stuff from the clock operator, so. The third quarter is still in session. Okay. So they're saying to us now that they're not using the field clock. Again, the time is being kept by the officials. So we'll just call the plays and not give you time checks like the rest of the world. Play continues. Second down and about 5 coming up from the 38-yard line for the Kings. Back to throw, has time. Airs it out, and he overthrows it completely out of bounds that time. That was intended for Brian Green, but no connection there. So it's third down and about 6. Ball is at the Cobra 38-yard line. Okay, the mercy rule in effect. Nobody told us about until
So
just
we're at
now.
5 minutes left.
All right, so we are actually a good part of the way into the fourth quarter. But they never switch sides. That's what I don't understand. You switch sides at the end of quarters, folks. Handoff. Getting free for a moment, but then wrapped up after about, he actually got back to the line of scrimmage, didn't get very far. It looked like he actually had a good chance to get some yards there, but he is met at the line of scrimmage, and it's fourth down. Well, yeah, the time is whatever it is now, so we'll just go by what we see on the field. We're in the fourth quarter, and apparently about 4.5 minutes to go, something to that effect. Fourth down and 4 coming up for the Kings. Fourth and 4. Davis straight drop back. Has time to throw. Plenty of time. Throws. Nice throw. Catch. And is he going to get in? Yes, he is. That was an excellent play. Brian Green with the touchdown. A very laser-like throw from Keon Davis.
And that's just a missed tackle, too, at the end. As he had him wrapped up before the touchdown.
Yep, Davis really a laser throw right there. That's a blue dart right there, and he found Green.
Right there. Trying to diving attempt there.
Looks like it's just
from Tamar Jackson. Just wasn't able to wrap him up, but that's probably one of the best throws I think we've seen from Davis throughout this entire game.
So a 39-yard touchdown pass play there. And they will go for 2. Rolling to his right, looking to throw, and
got nowhere.
he does throw it, but
he was already out of bounds.
yes, incomplete.
He was already out of bounds before he threw that one off.
The 2-point play is unsuccessful. 44-14, the Cobras lead the Kings. We'll be back in a moment.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Minson.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Back to action here at Salvy Blandino Field. A solid performance so far by the home team. The Cobras leading 44-14. And we're well into the fourth quarter, so we'll just wait on the final whistle from the referees to know when the game is actually over. They are keeping the time on the field. So the Kings kicking off for one of the rare times in the game. They haven't had too many touchdowns, obviously only 2. Day that started with plenty of rain and wind gave us a nice sunny background once we got here to Salvy Blandino Field. Clouds are taking over now, but they're not the rainy kind of clouds. They're just covering up the sun at the moment. That's why you see a darker field. 2 receivers back for the Cobras. They are Carlton Lawrence and Cam Bell, number 6 and number 1. Cam Bell, number 6, Lawrence, number 1. Kick is going to land just inside the 10-yard line. Lawrence brings it back across the 20. He's got a lead. He's down the sideline across the 40, 30, and out of bounds. He caught it at the 9. We'll try to calculate the distance in a second as soon as they mark the ball. But Carlton Lawrence almost took it to the house and beyond, to quote a famous movie. Not exactly, but you know what I mean. Infinity and beyond. We're having such a blast. There, again, Lawrence just broke free. Great block at the end of that. And he had one man to beat, but that man caught him, pushed him out of bounds. So the ball is spotted at the 23, it looks like. So we'll do some quick math. 41 and 27. That's 68 yards.
Some of us can't do math like that.
I know.
I need a calculator in here.
It's a serious affliction. Yeah.
I need a calculator in here for that.
68-yard kickoff return sets up the Cobras at the 23-yard line. Chestnut and a whistle. We have a flag. More than likely procedure. Oh no, they're pointing the other way. Not sure what that symbol is.
That's my bad. That's my bad. That's what it is to me.
Okay, they are moving the ball forward 5 yards. Actually, they only moved it 3.
We're first and something here.
First and 7 by my eyes.
First and something. I don't know about any 3-yard penalties, but
Chestnut gets the snap, looks to his right, airs it out. He's got a man in the corner, and he's out of bounds. You know what? That is a highlight reel catch.
He's trying to say he had it. I love that.
He had it, but he's out of bounds.
I love his reaction. He's like, you know what? I tried.
Reese caught it, but he was out of bounds. Oh, that's 0-0. I'm sorry. That would be Jay Crawford, 0-0.
Regardless of that being out of bounds, that's an incredible catch.
What's this catch? One hand. One hand.
That's the Odell Beckham, just unfortunately not a touchdown. But still an incredible play nonetheless. That won't count.
You can raise that one hand.
It's like, you know what? I still made the catch, though.
Yeah.
Might not count, but I still made it.
You have to be on the other side of the sideline there. That's the only problem. So we'll do it again. Chestnut this time will hand off a power sweep to the right side, and nothing's happening there. Did he lose the ball?
No, he's got it. But we got to fight on the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about right there. You can be frustrated, but why are you coming to the opponent's sideline and starting to throw, I don't want to say fist, but aggressively doing something?
And when you might want to be careful there. It's Carlton Lawrence giving the goodbye wave.
Yeah.
As I mean, this game is well but over, but
yeah, I think they'd be wise to just end it
done.
here.
Yeah.
I think
teams are walking off the field, so we might just be done.
They are wise to end it after that.
Yeah, we're at least getting some sportsmanship here. We're getting some handshakes on the sideline, so as we end with a little bit of animosity, we still got sportsmanship, and that's what you want to see. Is both teams are going to come to the field for the handshakes. And
okay.
You know what? I want to point him out. I want to get his number. That's number 15. We'll have to get his number. As despite all of that at the end, he came right over. Handshakes for everyone. High fives. He came right over. So, you with everything that went on towards the end, and we got more scuffling in the handshake line. Just at this point, I'd let him go. Don't even go down the handshake line at this point. And now we've got. Yeah, just end it at this point.
Yeah,
we're just gonna. I do want to get the number 15 there.
Andre Patterson.
As Andre Patterson, he showed some good sportsmanship going over for the high fives. But yeah. At this point, just get the teams off the field.
Yep. You don't need animosity at the end of the game. There are still some good handshakes going on, as you can see. See, a lot of these players know each other through the semi-pro leagues. The assistant coach for the Kings told me that a lot of these guys know each other because of their participation. Coach Easy, he wouldn't give me his full name, but that's all right. He went by Coach Easy. And he said a lot of these guys are very familiar with themselves, players on other teams.
And we're still going through the handshake line. So, yeah, we do have a lot of good sportsmanship, regardless of anything that's transpiring at the end of this game. They're still going through, and as I said, there's a lot of love between these two teams, despite the 44-8 score that we didn't really expect, I think. At least the 8 on the side of the Kings, but in the end, it's all a good time between these two teams. Just they're playing the game they love. They're doing it for as we assume for fun out here. So there is still a lot of love between the teams.
Very dominant performance by the Cobras here today. The final score is 44-8. And we're going to catch our breaths a little bit here. I think everything's now firing, calmed down. The players walking off the field. We'll be back with a final word here in just a moment.
Insurance. We're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. Local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family.
Happy birthday!
Birthdays and homework. The upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance. Our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 ingredients in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 ingredients in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Back here at Salvy Blandino Field, a rather dominant performance by the team that really was facing some stiff competition coming in, as the Philly Kings had scored 94 points and outscored their first 2 opponents this season, 94-0. So we were expecting a hard-fought battle, but the Cobras just came out and did what the coach said, dominate.
Yeah, to be able to only allow 14 points and the second touchdown was almost, we call it like a garbage time touchdown because at that point, I mean, we don't know how much time was left, but there wasn't much left when the Kings did score their second touchdown. So it really was a dominant effort for the Cobras. And, I mean, I don't want to say we expected the Cobras to play like that, but from what we can say, that's very uncharacteristic and a lot of penalties, a lot of tempers.
Yeah.
We saw that at the end, especially tempers Flair. Just got under their skin.
Yeah, the Kings uncustomarily committed too many penalties and, of course, a couple of turnovers. The only bad thing I remember the Cobras doing was the bad pitch, the untimely pitch that I think actually led to the first touchdown by the Cobras, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, the Cobras, 22 points in the first half, 22 points in the second half. That's pretty balanced scoring throughout the game for the Cobras.
Yeah, and as I started to mention earlier, Chestnut, an incredible game on offense for him. We did just get confirmation. His 6 touchdowns, because he did have the sneak, and through the other 5 is a league record for a quarterback.
Okay. Yeah, they had the sneak at the goal line and 5 touchdown passes. Just a dominating performance on the offense, on the defense, a couple of interceptions. The kickoff return at the end there. I mean, this team is really in gear right now. Through 2 games, they're just running on high octane.
And it's a program that it's in its first season. So the fact that they've been able to come out with 2 dominant efforts, especially against the team. So you mentioned it's in its 10th year. We heard earlier on, to be able to put up that kind of effort and to be able to frustrate a team like that, that's had everything go right for them. It's a really great start for this Cumberland team.
And of course, they have accomplished a lot in 2 games, but I'm sure that Coach Gibbs is probably saying it's just 2 games. We got to focus on next week and do the same kind of thing. And the word for the season, as you pointed out in the pregame show, dominate. And they certainly did that today. A great performance and a lot of different players playing a role in this one. The one catch that Epson made was the one-handed catch. Even though it wasn't a 2-point conversion, another great catch on the outside there for I think it was Epson also. If I'm not, or was it number 80?
It was number 80 on the one that didn't count, but
right.
Still an impressive catch regardless of it not counting. I liked his reaction. He's like, you know what? That's a great catch. Just let me have it. He kind of threw the hands up like, I know it doesn't count, but that's a good catch.
Great catch. So a very dominant performance today against a team that came in with a solid reputation. 10 years, of course. The coach said at the beginning in the interview that they haven't won any championships, but they've been very good throughout those 10 years. But today they were humbled. I think that's the word of the day. They were humble today. They created their own mistakes. They shot themselves a lot with the penalties in particular. But the Cobras, a couple mistakes they made, but they certainly did not make anywhere near the mistakes, and they just dominated on both sides of the line. Special teams got it done. So, therefore, we have a 2-0 start for the Cumberland Cobras. Oh, yes, we need to thank our sponsors before we do anything else. I'd never want to leave out the sponsorships. Anointed Hands, New Life Church, Mintz Insurance, years and years of sponsorship from them. We thank them for that. Advanced Treads also has been with us for quite a while. And Soul of the Sea, another sponsor that has now joined us here on Quinn Broadcasting. Our staff is always great. I'll tell you what, if you don't like the photos that we are giving you, you're not very good at realizing what quality work is. We have some great videos, got a lot of great close-ups. We got down on the ground a couple times with the players. So the shots that were taken today by Ozzie Mori and Dahlia Soriano, our camera people, they were great. And, of course, the man that puts all of this together, Ryan Narowski, he tries to keep me straight, but, you know.
It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard
to
to keep me straight.
We try to keep Ryan straight, too. It's not an easy task.
Our final score today, 44-14. Last week, 48-14. So the Cobras are really flying high after 2 games. They're 2-0, and they will continue their season, an 8-game season. And we'll be back here for a couple more of the home games that we're going to have here on Quinn Broadcasting. I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. For Ariel Melendez, Fred Melendez, wishing you well. Hope you enjoyed the game. I don't know how you couldn't. A lot of excellent plays throughout the game by the team they call the Cobras. Have a good night, everybody.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.